What's up, all you cool kids? This is Daisy Collins of TsunamiRose.net, coming at you live from my craft room here in Las Vegas, Nevada. As I do, you guys, Monday through Friday, bringing you junk journal content. So if that's what you're into, please do hit that subscribe button. Give me a little thumbs up on this video. It lets me know that you care. I pretty much post a new video every single day. So thank you guys so much for joining me today. I have I have a freaking problem, you guys. So lately I can't stop making tags and also not finishing them. I'm also addicted to that part. So this is my large pile of unfinished tags. These are tags that I intend to sell one day. But for now, I'm in the middle of like a bunch of them. I start them, it's the funnest part, and then it comes to the part where I have to put the little, the little eyelet here and then tie the bow. And so that part kind of gets left to the end, obviously. So let me just show off the bunch of tags that I have here. Obviously, I can't finish these off in 1 hour. It's a ridiculous amount of tags here that I have. Okay, so let me just show you the kind of tags that I have. I have these tags that have a little pocket. They're larger tags. They have a really cool pocket. These I was inspired to make from watching Patricia Veramontes. These are a really cool red and like a royal blue book that a recipe book that I found at the thrift shop, and it has really cool quilt illustrations and just really cute unique lettering and typography. So I really like these. I have a bunch of those. Obviously, none of them have eyelets. They need eyelets and bows. That's what these need. But I have a bunch of them, as you can see right here. Hi, Janet. How are you? And then from the same book, basically from cutting out these tags, I was left with this part of the book. And so I made a bunch of small tags from the same paper. Hi, Bitty Penny. I remember you making a little video. Yeah, I did. Hi, Tina. Thank you guys both for watching from Sweden. Very cool. So I have all these that I saved. Well, I made them. They're all sewed up. Same color scheme. So I have those. Yes, I had a lot of fun with these. These are really cool. I like making those tags. They're a lot of fun. And I also have I think I'm going to leave these blank because on the back, some of them have really cool pictures like that. So I really don't want to cover that up. I kind of want to leave these tags as is. I just got to put eyelets on them. Then I have a bunch of book tags. Let me show you. So I have these kind of tags. Basically, these two tags right here that I made from botanical book, and this is dictionary. So these were a lot of fun. Hi, Letitia. How are you? So those are this bunch right here. And then over here, I have a bunch of tags, plus these ones. I have a bunch of tags that I basically cut out of book pages, obviously. But then I put one of my vocabulary words in the middle. So they make them, they look pretty cute. And then I need to put I think I'm going to put twine on there because I'm not going to put an eyelet that small. It's kind of ridiculous. So I think this is what I'm actually going to work on in this video, is just gluing down the words to these tags right here. But obviously I have a bunch of them right here to do. These all needs words. They're all cut. They're all sewed up, which is, again, my favorite part of making tags. They're all right here, ready to had a word put on them. And in this pile right here, I like them more simple like that. Yeah, they look cute. I have been busy off camera. I do a lot after I go live. I tend to do the same thing all day. These are these two book page tags. This one's a lot more firmer, but this one's still pretty good. These two types of book pages. I think they look really cute. Again, they're all cut up, sewn up. They need to be decorated. I wanted to decorate these ones up because these ones look like they could use some decoration. So They need to be decorated. They need to have the right eyelet, and of course, they need ribbons. And then these ones right here are all the same word tags, but they're not sewn. So these have to be sewn. All of these have to be sewn. And then this is my latest make right here. Maybe you could sell tag kits where you sell elements with them and others can assemble. Huh, that's a cute idea. That's a cute idea. For right now, these I plan to make finish. Maybe my next batch I'll make them do-it-yourself kits. These are the latest tags that I've been working on, making these tiny tags here with the lace on them. These are all different colors. Why is hang on, my screen keeps going from like, okay. I'm like, why is my screen going blue? We're all good now. So these are the little tags I've been working on where I sew a little piece of lace on them. And so I have a bunch of these little ones. That's all these right here, plus these. I've been busy. I just wanted to use what I had cut up, and now I cut up more. And so we're going to get different types of lace on here. And so yeah, these are fun. These are fun to do. And then these ones right here are the fabric and lace, also fabric and lace tags. And I have them in a couple different colors of thread. That one's yellow. This one's light baby pink right here. You can't even tell, but these have been fun to make. I'm finally using up these lace curtains, these like embroidered curtains that I really like. I've been able to cut them up into strips. So let's see. So that's what I have in my to-do pile. Okay, but for tonight, like I said, I'm just literally going to be sitting here. This is just part of the process, y'all. I was in the middle of making tags, and I was like, you know what? I literally have no more space to put tags that I made, so let me work on these first. Let me work on finishing those. Like I said, I always leave that part to the very, very end. I don't know why. It's just something that I do. So tonight is powered by mocha iced coffee. Hi, Beverly. How are you? Welcome, welcome. And again, this is one of my printables that someone will leave the link in a minute. Oh, this is making the tags is much more exciting than this part, but it needs to be done. And then I need to put twine. It's just, it's the little finishing touches, you know? It's just the little touches. Okay. You get my sharpening. Right here in particular. Oh, I don't know. That's not what I want. Hang on 1 second. I'm looking it up. Okay. There it is. So if you guys want to check out these words, they're in my shop. Hey, girl on the ridge. Oh my gosh. Lori, right? Lori? That's right. Lori Fusco. The famous Lori Fusco is here. Y'all love your work. Oh my God, Lori Fusco, love your work. So nice to hear from you, girl. I hope you've been good. It's been a minute. I'm glad to see you. Happy to see anytime I see your name pop up. I know it's going to be some good stuff. Let me get the corners here. Let me get the corners. And then these tags, they're not very stiff, actually. They're pretty malleable. But once you put the glue on it, it's like less bendy. They feel a lot more stable. Right, Betty Penny, right? Hi, Safina. How are you, girl? What's up, lady? I love it. We're gonna get the glue. I love using recipe paper. Oh my gosh, I freaking love recipe paper. Oh, you know, I made so many book page tags. I was honestly like on a roll trying to get rid of all these bunch of book pages I have. I had so many. It was like way too much. It was too much. Okay. So yeah, a lot of action here tonight. A lot of action, but you know what? It's just the boring part of what happens when you make a million of something. Like myself, that's just what I like to do apparently. And really, like doing all these projects over and over is how I kind of got better at working my straight stitch. My straight stitch didn't used to be so good. And now I feel like I've very, very much improved. Is 5 better? I feel like it's a little bit better. I feel like the ophthalmologist room, like, is 5 better or is 3 better? I have to adjust the focus on my camera, and I'm still not very good at it. And you guys, I cannot get my second camera to work. I don't know what it is. There's like a program in my computer or something using the camera. And so then, I don't know, my program does not want to show me 2 cameras anymore. It just wants to show me 1. And so that kind of sucks. And so it's like, ugh. Okay, so I got all these done. Yay. So these just need twine. Twine, twine, twine. We could start getting some twine on these. That is the most boring part though, honestly. Adding twine, how boring. But you know what? Let's do some of that. I'm just really doing whatever I feel like. I'm not this is how I work. I do a little piece here of this, and I do a little bit of that, and I do a little bit of this. Okay, so I have, let's see if I have anything else I can use rather than twine. Doesn't really seem. Okay, so let's put twine out. So I have a couple different flavors. Actually, maybe I'll do these 2 till they run out. Of course, I have a bunch of twine. I love twine so much. I'm jealous of all your tags. You wouldn't be jealous of all the work it takes, though. Oh, my scissors. Where are my scissors? I have my fabric scissors, but I need regular scissors. So I don't exactly know how much twine is needed. So let's do 6 inches. No. Let's do it twice because I like, let's see. These might, are they too chubby? No, they're good. They're good. Okay, so that goes there. And I could make a bow. Should I? It's just a lot of work to make a bow on these little teeny tiny tags. But I do like the look of a bow. Oh my God, I love it. Is it a little much? Yeah, it is. It is a little too much, but I guess I just have the time. Guess this is just my, oh my gosh, fireworks, y'all. It's the 4th of July, y'all. Me too. That is a solid stash of tags. Y'all want to come over and help me? No, I'm just kidding. Social distancing, y'all. Stay at home. Try and stay at home, y'all. Okay, so let's get all of this here with the bow. So it takes a while to make the bow, but I can't. I love the bow. I do the same with my fabric ribbon. So I mean, it's a lot of bows, y'all. I go a little crazy with the bows. I'm just trying to pick from the different colors because I have different colored threads here. So I'm trying to put the pink on different threads. Yes, happy 4th of July, y'all. Tomorrow is my birthday. Oh, wait, no. Tomorrow's the 4th of July. My birthday's on the 5th of July. So my birthday's on Sunday. It's going to be fun at home. I'm going to have fun at home. That's right. Did I put it on autofocus or what's wrong? I didn't put it on autofocus. I don't know, you guys. Anyways. Just over here having some fun with these tags. Normally, I'd be sitting here watching a 90 Day Fiancé, getting all the drama in. Y'all, if you haven't watched 90 Day Fiancé, maybe don't and save yourself some brain cells because this show was so dumb. Does anybody watch 90 Day Fiancé? Because I love that show so much. It's like I love summer. Okay, I'm very picky with what reality TV shows I watch. And this is one show that I'm just kind of obsessed with right now. It's just so ridiculous. But I love it so much, you guys. I freaking love it. 90 Day Fiancé is just the best. It really is the best. And then they have so many spin-offs. They literally like branched off like 5 shows. There's 90 Day Fiancé, and then there's like before 90 Day Fiancé, and then there's like 90 Day Fiancé before the 90 days. 90 Day Fiancé, Are They Happy Now? Now they have 90 Day Fiancé Quarantine. It's really low budget content. But you know, I mean, if you watch my show, you're into low budget content. I'm just gonna say that right now. So you would love this show. It does hurt my head, but it's like a crash. You can't look away. It hurts my head. I have red hair. Girl, yes. Oh my God, I cannot stop watching it. I'm like obsessed. I've been watching every single season since season 1. My husband he would kind of like catch it in the background on season 1. So he kind of knew the characters. But then I kind of started watching it on my own. And I can't stop. They'll have like the regular episode, and they'll have the episode where they like where other people from other seasons watch the episode and give you commentary. And I'll watch the same episode twice. I'm just ridiculous. Because like I said, they'll show the regular episode, and the next day they'll show the episode where you watch other people do commentary on the show, and I live for it. And then I even go on YouTube and I watch YouTubers react to the show. I'm just obsessed. It's too much. I love it though. I love it. I can't get enough. I love it so much. And it's just mindless content to sit here and sew all these tags just while I'm sewing and sewing and sewing. I've come to really enjoy sewing in a straight line. I don't know what it is. It's really relaxing. And I enjoy getting good at things. So it's like, I like seeing that I've improved my straight stitch since I started sewing. So it's just the little things, you guys, that make me happy. It's just the little things. How about Married at First Sight? I have not watched that show. I can't even imagine what a train wreck that is. But that happens a lot. I mean, that's a tradition that happens a lot. I think even my grandparents didn't. I think they had an arranged marriage. Like my grandpa went to go ask this is what I heard. This is what I always heard, that my grandpa went to go ask for my grandma to her parents. And I don't know, I guess he bought her. I don't know. Controversial, but I mean, that's how it is. I don't know what to say. It literally happened to my grandma. I don't mean to laugh because that sucks. I think she was 15. And I don't think my grandpa was that much older. But sadly, well, I don't know. This sounds like an American show, but in my actual real life experience, it's sad because I mean I'm sure that show the people are less disadvantaged, but it's just the fact that no other way for there was no other way for a woman like my grandma back then to like advance without getting married. So that's what they did. That's what they did back then. And I remember my mom, I remember my mom talking about how she would tell my grandma, like, you're not going to, she's like, and you're not, she's like, and you're not going to sell me like a cow. That's what she said. She told my grandma, like, you're not doing that to me. It's funny, but again, it's not funny. But I mean, that literally happened. So I have not watched that show. To answer your question in short term, I have not watched that show. Does the screen look too fuzzy? Because I feel like the middle looks clear, and then like here it looks a little fuzzy. But I don't know. I don't know, you guys. I'm just over here tying bows. I'm a little over tying bows now, so I might switch over back to gluing. This is the most tedious job ever. Of course, I could just tie them short, but I like bows. I can't. I can't help myself. They just look adorable with bows. Oh, I gotta stretch. Okay, so I got all these tied. That's some more than I had before. So, hey, that's progress. You feel like it's not progress, but I do. I do feel like it's progress. Oh my God. What I also can't stop watching is the whole Jeffree Star, Shane Dawson drama. I can't stop watching it. Oh, YouTube is going crazy. But I love it. I love it. Let's keep doing it. I think it's good work, y'all. But, oh my gosh, drama. There's just something about drama that I love because I'm not really like, I don't have drama in my real life. I've said this before about 90 Day Fiancé. Like, I don't have drama in my real life, so I have to like live vicariously through other people. Like, is it curiously? I have to live the drama through other people because I don't like drama in my life. So my life is really chill. Just keep to myself and I mind my own business, and my life is really chill. But I live for TV drama. I live for other people's drama, I guess. As long as it doesn't involve me, I don't like to be involved in drama. And I don't. I've been on the YouTube Drunk Journal community for years, for 5 years, and I've never gotten into any drama. I walk the other way. I walk the other way. I'm neutral, y'all. I'm neutral. Let's see. Okay, so I'm done with making bows. I'm kind of over it. I got this much done. So, I mean, that's good too. That's really good. Okay, so let's move this pile over. Move this pile back to the not done pile. Although some of the little ones I can move over to the done pile. That's good. Let's pull out some more. Some more tags. Okay, these are all done. Okay, cool. Okay. So much, y'all. Hi, Zena. That's exactly how I feel, y'all. I just mind my own business, y'all. It's such a good life. It's such a good life when you mind your own business. Okay, let's get these glued down. Zeno. Coolest name ever. Wish my name was Zeno. It's a cool name, man. So badass. Oops, I didn't mean to curse. Sorry, but it's the truth. Let's see. I remember watching her on TV. Oh my gosh, Xena. That was a good show. And like, basically, I'm first generation born here in the US. So my parents are from Mexico, and I'm the first one in my family. One of the first generation of my family to be born here. Um, and so growing up, I grew up watching Powerpuff Girls, watching the Spice Girls, listening to Destiny's Child, watching Xena, the Warrior Princess, just listening to all this stuff about girl power. So much, it was so positive when I was growing up about being a woman. And we were all independent. I was just like, everybody's independent, everybody's doing their own thing. Women are doing it, you know what I mean? That's the type of environment I grew up in. And my dad, my dad being very much a macho Mexican male that he was taught to grow up as and to be. It was a very interesting thing because he would tell me things like, you have to learn how to cook because you're a girl. And I'm like, no, I don't, because girls can do whatever they want. It was, I found out that I might be half Mexican. My mom was adopted, and my dad said that she's Mexican. Oh, hey, welcome to the group. Welcome to the club, Zena. So, I really, growing up, I like even hated the fact that I had to like help my mom in the kitchen, because like my brother didn't. My brother never had to help in the kitchen. It was just me and my sister. We had to help my mom, which now I just feel like such a brat for like, being annoying about helping her because I want to be an independent woman, even though I'm just like a kid at my mom's house. And I really resented my dad for like saying like, oh, you're a girl, so you have to cook. So like I really did not want to learn how to cook for the longest time. So I would like help my mom in the kitchen. I'd help her cut the vegetables, and then I would leave. You know what I mean? Like I just help out and then we leave. I never actually watched her cook anything. She never made me cook anything. Sometimes she'd make me like do the beans, which I just had to like put a bunch of beans in water with like an onion. That was like my extent of cooking. Other than that, I was pretty much a sous chef the whole time. And, and so like for the longest time, I was like, I don't need to learn how to cook. I don't need to learn how to cook. So up until I was about 25, I did not know how to cook. Up until I was 25, I like basically refused to learn how to cook. No beans and water. Yeah, girl, and I burnt them most of the time, dude. So I wasn't even the best bean chef, okay? Okay, so until I was 25, I like refused to learn how to cook. And then I was like, you know what? Around the time I was 25, I was like, yeah, I'm kind of done. I'm kind of done eating fast food and restaurant food, like, and overpaying for restaurant food. Like, I want just I want to cook. The first time I was like, dang it, Dad, like, I gotta cook, not just because I'm a woman, but because I want to eat more of a variety of foods than cheeseburgers and pizza. I've had a good run, I said. I've had a good run. I've had my fun. I ate like a teenager with a with a debit card for as long as I possibly could. And then I was like, all right, what's real food taste like again? And so I started watching YouTube videos and learning how to cook. And I like cooking. The things that I know how to cook, I really love to cook. Um, and I like watching new recipes on YouTube and stuff. So all you need is fresh sofrito and you. Hey Jude, how are you, girl? How are ya? And so now I'm like asking my mom, like, so how do you make this? For the first 25 years of my life, I was like, I don't need to cook. I'm an independent woman, Dad. But again, that was the environment that I grew up in. It was very much like woman positive and women can do it and, you know, girl power and all of that. And then here's my dad, like, you gotta learn how to cook because you're a girl. Like, it was just very like, what are you talking about? That's not what the Powerpuff Girls said, Dad. It's just very, very different. A very, very different message that was on TV than what I was getting in real life. And but in the end, I learned how to cook because just everybody needs to learn how to cook, y'all. Not just because you're a girl. If he would have said everybody's got to learn how to cook, but it was also just the fact that like my brother never had to do anything around the house. Like there's memes about how like, guys, like Mexican families and guys are like they just sit around and watch TV. Like and they don't have to clean, they don't have to cook. And it's true. It's freaking true. I grew up like that. I grew up like that. But I laugh at it now. I can laugh at it now. That's how it should be, right, Biddy Penny? Right? I agree. It's just a life skill that everybody should know how to do. Even if you're a dude, you should know how to cook some food. But you know what? YouTube saved my butt because I remember trying to read like recipes and they would like, okay, they didn't teach you how to cook in school. So I grew up knowing Spanish. But just like if you know English, you know English, but you don't know like medical terms in English. You know what I mean? Like, so I knew English, but I had never heard cooking terms, basically. You know what I mean? Like the recipe would say like saute, but I'm like, what is saute? I don't know what saute means. So watching YouTube videos about cooking really, like, that's how I learned how to cook. I already knew how to cut stuff up because I had 25 years of being a sous chef. Well, let's just say I probably started cutting stuff when I was like 12 or so. I remember starting cutting stuff. So that was that was a thing I knew how to cut, but like tell me to saute, I don't know what that means. So somebody better show me. Somebody better actually show me what that means and how it's done on video. And so I love YouTube recipes. Oh my goodness. I've cooked myself so many foods that like I never had before because my mom, you know, she makes Mexican food. She's Mexican, so she knows how to make Mexican food. So that's what I grew up eating. So I started, you know, like lasagna and stuff like that. That's all new stuff for me. But also just like different ways to cook chicken and stuff like that. It was just an exciting time for me to learn how to cook. Love Mexican food. It's colorful and full of flavor. Oh, I love it too. I've had some crazy experiences with it, but I love it too. Like this, like this one time, my parents brought home chicken. They brought, like, I'm in the US, and my parents have never brought home chickens, and they brought home chickens one time, and I still remember that so vividly when they brought chickens, because that's just not something that happened every day in the US. They do. My mom makes such good food too. She makes such good food. I forgot how to make Mexican rice, because I make this one recipe that I found on YouTube. It's called garlic turmeric rice. It's such a good recipe for rice, and I would have never had that because my mom never made it. So it's exciting. It's exciting. Totally relate. My trade is a chef for 28 years, burnt out, long hours, but enjoyed the challenge. Anything that's a job is like, eventually. Eventually, I'm sure after 28 years. But, and then I make this one. I need to actually record making this soup. I've never seen it on YouTube, not this exact recipe. When I went to Mexico last time, which was about 4 years ago, I was having like stomach problems. Like this one birth control pill that I was taking, it was just making my stomach I just felt nauseous basically 24/7. I'm like, this is not cool. So I went to Mexico to go pick up my grandma, because I just went to go, basically just went to go get her. And so my stomach was like so gross the whole time that I did not want to eat anything. I literally could not stomach anything processed. I couldn't stomach any fast food. I was throwing everything up. I'm like, this is terrible. What is happening? But this was like a new medication, so that's pretty much why it was happening. And so when I was in Mexico, basically all I wanted to eat was chicken soup. I was like basically on a chicken soup diet before I went there. And when I got there, I just did not want to eat anything but chicken soup. So one of my aunts, when I got to Mexico, I arrived at a city. My grandma literally lives in a village in the middle of the mountains. And so I arrived at a city, and I have some, family that live in the city. So she made me this one soup that she made with chipotle chilies and tomato. So she would basically make a chicken soup, and a Mexican style chicken soup with a bunch of vegetables, and then she would saute. Tomatoes and onion, and she would saute that down to a sauce with rehydrated chipotle chilies. So the chipotle chilies, tomato, and onions, a little bit of garlic, all cooking. It turns into like a tomato sauce basically. And then she would toss that into the chicken soup. And it was like the best chicken soup I ever had. I loved it. I loved it so much. The chipotle chilies just add such an interesting, like, smoky flavor to the soup, and it's so good. And then I went to my grandmother's house in the village, and I told her when I got there, we were in a bigger town. Basically, this is a town. My grandma lives in a village. So in the town, when I arrived, I told my grandmother how I was feeling and how I was basically on a self-imposed chicken soup only diet. Yeah, chicken soup would help brace. Oh, hi Jane, how are you? I told my grandmother how I was on a chicken soup diet, so she was like, okay. And so she bought out there. They sell in the markets. They sell a bag with this one Mexican herb called What the heck? Epazote. 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 Epazote, onion. What else was in there? Epazote, mint. And I don't remember what else they tossed in there. But basically, the magic in that little bag is epazote and mint. So my grandma made this chicken soup with epazote and mint. And I never thought to put, mint in chicken soup ever in my life. But mint and chicken, oh my God, it would go so well. So she made me this soup with these two herbs. And also, I think she put in cilantro, if I'm not mistaken. Cilantro also. And I was like, this is so good. It was really good. The only issue is the chicken soup she gave me, girl. I wanted some chicken. There was literally a chicken wing and a chicken neck. Girl, I've never seen a chicken neck in my life served to me. I'm like, what is this, girl? I'm like, I want some chicken. I want some meat. I'm like, why are you giving me a friggin' chicken neck? Like, that has no meat on it at all. And she kind of got bothered, but she's like, here, I'll get you like a leg. She must have been like, you greedy American. Like, you ungrateful American. I'm like, what is this? I need some meat, Grandma. Like, I want some chicken. I don't want this chicken bone. What the heck, you guys? Like, I'm hungry, Grandma. Like, I want some chicken. But when I got back, I basically mixed both of those soups together. So, like, my aunt didn't use these herbs, and my grandma didn't use the chipotle, so I mixed them both together. And it's the most amazing chicken soup in the world. Like, I think, like, this chicken soup is so good. Like, honestly, this chicken soup is so good. I think Gordon Ramsay would love it. Honestly, metabolism chicken neck broth. What meats on you? Come on. Hello, I just finished your video, Stitching Ties. I love it so much. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate you hanging out. And thank you for watching my videos. I appreciate it, y'all. So, but like I said, I've looked for this recipe. And it is not, it's nowhere. It is nowhere. So, I think I should do it, and I would be the first. I would be the first. Of course, my channel is not about cooking at all. But it would, like I said, I looked for it, and I cannot find it. For I just can't find it. I'm still messing with the focus, and I'm just like bothered. I'm just bothered by the focus here. I think I'm better now. I don't know what I'm doing, y'all. It's okay. It's okay. I'm just sitting here gluing a lot of things down here, just telling you about everything you didn't ask about. That's what I do here on my channel. Oh my God. But I'm telling you, I think I want to do the video about this chicken soup because I think everybody should try it. Everybody has a Mexican store near them. They don't sell these herbs at like Walmart or your regular store. I mean, they sell mint there, but epazote, that is literally the key to this chicken soup and chipotle. And this chipotle, it's amazing, you guys. It really is. Okay, give me like 2 minutes. I'll be right back. 2 minutes, y'all. Okay, okay, we're back. Let me make sure my sound is on. Let's see. Test, 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 test. Okay, we're back. Okay, so let's see what everybody's saying. What did I miss? Jude says, haha, I'm not going to tell you why they use chili for birth control. Whole another story. Whoa. Jane says, I love her stitching too. Thank you so much, Jane. Chris said, yeah, I have to learn how to use sewing machine except for me. Go for it, Chris. You're going to love the first bunch of stuff that you sew. You think it's going to look bad, but later on you're going to say that's actually really shabby chic. And Chris says, I don't understand what paper do you use under fabric for your cover. Yeah, I use cereal boxes most of the time. Hang on, I'm trying to get this thing straight. I use cereal boxes most of the time. It's a bunch of cereal boxes. The cover. Oh, hang on, I'm hot. I'm going to get the fan on. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm a little scared to get my electricity bill this month. This month and next month will be, and probably the month after that, will be the couple of months that I have the AC on basically day and night. And I just moved into this place, so I'm not exactly sure what that's going to cost. What that's going to cost here, but I'm excited to find out. A little excited. Oh my God, have you guys watched Unsolved Mysteries on Netflix? So they brought back Unsolved Mysteries on Netflix, and I've been watching it. And no, just the paper where she glues the textile, not the rigid one. Oh, it's called packing paper. Let me see. This paper right here. This paper right here is called packing paper. And this is what I make my covers out of. It's just a piece of it anyways. But essentially, the packing paper, essentially what you do is you glue the fabric down with heat and bond. So you glue heat and bond to the fabric. And then after that, you take off the back part and you glue it to this stuff called packing paper. So this stuff is, are you talking about the heat and bond? So there's 3 layers here. There's fabric, heat and bond light, specifically heat and bond light. I can't find it for the life of me at a good deal on Amazon anymore. I don't know why. The price of heat and bond light has skyrocketed on Amazon, so I can no longer support that, so I don't leave links to that anymore. But it is called heat and bond light. It's the purple one. There's a purple and a red. This one is the purple one. Basically, packing paper, if that's what you needed to know, is what you put in between dishes when you're moving, or what you put around fragile stuff that you don't want to break. You could also use tissue paper. But tissue paper would make your fabric more see-through. So if I put it on a dark book, you'd be able to see the color of the book underneath. So that's why I switched the method over to packing paper, because you can't see the book underneath. So that was the advantage of using packing paper over tissue paper. Yeah, girl, everything on Amazon right now, it has skyrocketed. I don't know why. The price of the web camera that I'm using right now, I purchased it on Amazon years ago, and it cost me, I think, like $60 to $70. And right now, the same camera I'm using will cost you $200. I don't know why. Everybody is, well, I guess, I guess people are like doing Zoom, meetings. I'm sure a lot of people are chatting with their family on webcam. So the price of the webcams has gone ridiculously up high. So not so low. So, okay. Thank you so much. Okay. So yeah, also what else went up on price? the cost of cameras. I don't know why. The camera that I bought a while ago is now twice as much on Amazon. I don't know what it is with crazy things right now. Crazy things are happening. Every time Jamba Juice closed again. They were open for like a week, like 2 weeks, and then they closed. Things are happening right now. It's very unsettled right now. So I don't know what is happening. But I have not gone to Walmart to buy heat and bond, but right now that's probably where I would suggest you get it, because Amazon is tripping on the price of heat and bond light right now. I have not checked heat and bond ultra hold, but heat and bond light is just ridiculously overpriced on Amazon. Everybody's at home crafting, I guess, so they're buying up all the heat and bond, driving up the price. I don't know. I do not know. But anyways, you guys, I'm going to continue on this whole process right here of basically just gluing these words to these tags. I have so much to do with these tags. I'll probably do that all night today and all day tomorrow. And I think I'm just going to relax on my birthday. My birthday's on Sunday. I think I'm just going to chill back, probably play some video games, and try and enjoy my day. I think that's the plan. I'm not going to go out anywhere, obviously. Maybe to get some takeout. I think I want Olive Garden. Thank you, Jane. I know I go to buy muslin, and they're always out. People are making those masks. People are everywhere. Everybody's out crafting, I'm telling you. Everybody's at home. I'm happy to hear. I'd be more happy to hear that than what's actually going on right now. It's a little stressful, but you know what? Just going to keep on doing my little crafting thing here. Hopefully I get these tags up for sale soon. I don't know when that'll happen because there's so much to do. And I kind of got burnt out on them for a while, so that's why they've kind of been just sitting there. They've just been sitting there halfway done. I kind of pick it up a little bit and do this and that here and there. But for the most part, they've kind of been abandoned a little bit. But you know what? Tonight, I'm just in the mood. I'm in the tag mood. So I'm just going to work this till I'm over it. Earlier, I've just been sewing all day, basically, just making those little tiny tags. Been sewing and sewing all day. When I have a bunch of stuff right here, I could be sewing. I'm like doing something else. That's the story of my life. I've always been distracted. I've always been a procrastinator. I'm not going to lie, I've always kind of left work half done. I'm not going to lie. Like my mom when I used to be a kid, for some reason, I would do my homework, but I wouldn't turn it in. I would forget it. I don't even know why. I can't tell you now why, but I would do my homework and then I'd leave it at home. And I guess it was a problem. I don't know. Ask my mom. I was a kid. And I remember her making me this basically this embellished, I'm sure it was a shoebox or something, an embellished box. And she put on there, school, homework, the Spanish or tarea schoolwork. And I can't remember if that worked, but I remember her doing that for me. It was a really pretty, she put lace and buttons, I think. I can't remember what else she put on that box. And it was supposed to encourage me to remember my homework and put it in my backpack. Oh, here it's Saturday, so just happy birthday tomorrow. Thank you, Chris. You're too kind. Thank you, everybody. And I'm going to be the big old 32. It's not a thing, but I'm going to be 32. And you know what? I'm happy. It's cool. It's cool. It's fine. I remember my aunt growing up, she would say, she'd always joke around about how she was going to turn 25 that year, every year. Every year, I remember growing up, and my aunt would say that she's turning 25. I thought you were 29 and holding. No, girl, I am 32. 32 and kicking. I I remember every year my grandma would say, "Oh, I'm finally turning." No, and sometimes she would joke and she'd be like, "Oh, I'm finally turning 21." I'm like, "Yes, girl, okay." That was just like, that was like the running joke. And even like her sisters would joke around and call her old lady, but she was like the youngest one. But they would call her basically the word for old lady in Spanish, anciana, which is not a word. It's not a rude word. It just means old lady. But she's like the youngest one in the family. But they'd always tease her about it. But I don't get it. I'm fine. I'm happy being my age. I'm not gonna be like, no, I'm not 32, honey. Like, no, I'm 32. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. I will be 59, same as Rhonda Lee. Oh. I spent her birthday with Rhonda last year. Was it last year or was it this year? Now I can't remember. I think it was last. No, was it last year? Mm-mm. No, it was this year because there was no snow, so it must have been sometime this year I went. No, I can't remember, y'all. Was it in October? I can't remember when I went. I can't remember. I literally legit cannot remember for the life of me when her birthday is, but I went for her last birthday. I'd have to look through my text messages. When was it? Last year? Last year you had snow. Yes, we had snow. It was so scary. I got stuck. Up in the mountains trying to follow Google's traffic directions. It literally left me stranded out in the mountains of California in the snow in my little Honda Civic with no snow tires. They made us turn back. It was very scary. We decided to travel on Thanksgiving Day, like the day of. Terrible idea. Don't do it. And it just snowed that day. And girl, you guys, it does not snow. In between California and Nevada, it's desert. Like, it's all desert. And I guess it snows in the desert. There's literally cacti covered in snow. I have driven back and forth from California and Nevada since I was like 12. Like, literally, like a couple of times a year. Multiple times a year, we'd come to Las Vegas. And then when I lived here, multiple times a year, we'd go to California. And I had never seen snow there, y'all. I had always seen the signs that talk about snow, but I'm like, that's silly. It's the desert. It's not going to snow here. Girl, it snows there, apparently, when you least expect it. It freaking snows. Then it also snowed on Christmas. Like right smack on Christmas Day or the day before Christmas, it started to snow. And then on Christmas Day, they actually stopped all traffic in between California and Nevada at this one stretch right before you got to Las Vegas. And it sucked for people. They got stuck. Out in the middle of nowhere right before Las Vegas. But yeah, that's a bad idea too. Don't travel during Christmas. Do not travel during Christmas. Now I got to cut out more of these words here. So that's probably what I'm going to do next if I don't get distracted by something else. Maybe I'll start sewing these tags right here. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, you guys, I'm probably going to sew these up here because these are practically done. They just need to be sewn. Anyways, you guys, I hope you guys have a good night. I hope you guys have a good weekend. I will see you guys on Monday. Hopefully, I'm in the mood to decorate more journals, but we'll see. I don't know. I don't really push it. If I don't feel like doing it, then I'm not going to do it. But anyways, you guys, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me tonight. If you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to give me a little thumbs up. Hi, Leela. I don't know if I said hi to you. I don't want to forget it. Anyways, you guys, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Thank you guys. Thank you, Jane, so much for the birthday wishes. I will see you guys on Monday when I am 32 years old. I hope you guys have a good day, a good weekend. Thank you guys so much for keeping me company. I will see you guys on Monday. Have a good weekend. Bye.